Oof. Okay, so I'm gonna continue at Destiny 2 at the Heresy season. So it has two unique missions so far, which I did both of. One of them has like the Cathedral of Dawn planet, and then the other one has like the blue eyes and the blue ogre and stuff. So you had to do a total of three, and I assume you can invite people as well. If you look in the screen tab, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how many cars in my area are getting like engine modifications. Like you could hear them coming from like 200 feet away. It's like, and it just like gets closer and then pulls away. I have to ask them which like radio city they're getting the engine modifications. Yeah, so last night I made the decision, the genius executive decision. I was like, why? I called the cops. I was like, because I found out this has nothing to do with Destiny 2, but another car all the way over there just went super high up. It's like the exact opposite. Uh, oh, my game's running at 37 FPS. So since why is it running at 30 FPS? I updated my Nvidia card. I had closed out the game. So I guess now Nvidia just, if you switch to windowed mode, like at all, and then even close out the game, then it just is locked at 30 FPS now. I don't know what Nvidia is doing. It actually kind of pissed me off. All right, so maybe close out of Steam and reopen Steam. I guess now is like the major release date, so where they make the buku dollars. All right, so oh my god, dude, another car. That's like 4 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this. How far? Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I'm uh I'm warming up for sure with the cars. I should make my okay. Yeah, so I did my apps today and I scheduled an interview, which is pretty cool. A person reached out. I answered within like 20 minutes, like I always do. And they wanted to schedule a phone interview, which most of the time they just skip the initial HR phone interviews, but this company, for instance, is, I guess, insinuating on it. And what's it called? Yeah, I'm in the map right now. I guess I'm in a Discord call with European sorority Discord, or something, and they'll have engine modifications. But yeah, so what was I saying? Okay, okay. There we go. I had some dominoes. Yeah. So yeah, let's play my game. I had a good mission yesterday. Like it went pretty well. So now I have to do Light from Beyond as a quest. So another car. Another one. Okay, so here's the Nether Explorer. Yeah, they're really putting some modifications on these cars. I gotta figure out where they're doing it. Yeah, so I called the cops, and I was like, hey, I was walking around for 350 miles. This has nothing to do with Destiny 2, but I think it's an important part. So we have like a downhill road that's like a major road. It's like a very important road. And with all the snow, so it's gonna snow Saturday into Sunday, and it's gonna snow Tuesday. So with like all these like roads and stuff, it's like, why? It's like, why are we? I don't. I thought that was another one. Playing speaker. That's pretty cool. But yeah. Okay. So it's like, why are we entertaining? Oh, yeah. I was making a point, wasn't it? Yeah. My bad. Not another car coming. So it's like, why don't you guys have like a fixed cost on like the legal hot store if so many people are driving to it? Like an entrance fee. Because, I mean, if you could just get it at cost super easily, then, and they're all driving downhill to get to it, and there's a train right there. Isn't that a little unintelligent? So, let's get rid of these dudes. It'd be simple, like, you do a simple fixed cost, because I'm sure a lot of the people, like, they don't want to charge too much, and they're scared to, like, ask, like, how much is too much? Or, but, like, you should have to know, right? But obviously they're potheads. Like, I haven't touched pot in like a decade at least, or more. So, even just like going there, and trying it, like, I mean, it's pretty like, definitely way like more. Yeah, that's awesome, but I need it, but not really. Then I remember it being so. That on top of the fact that there's no fixed cost, and generally people have no real hobbies or goals or like health incentives and stuff. It basically just creates its own. It like encourages people to just hum as much as you possibly can. And then with all the snow, all the randoms bring up daycares that just popped up out of nowhere. I assume like the Hoboken bars who have like all of the drinks that people love so much. I guess they, I don't know, or they work with sororities to become parents and like sign up like a business. Like, you drink here, I drink here, like we pay your salary, you drink at our bar, we get some money here, we deliver some food. Like McDonald's doesn't exist apparently. And so I only have so many revives, as you can see at the bottom right. Obviously I chose the Black Sun mission. I think they're both equally good and equally hard as missions. I think obviously the Poker one's probably a little bit easier since I need to do 3 of the missions, but this is the one it told me to do. Yeah, I mean, all they have to do is just add a fixed cost, And the fact that they don't have a fixed cost, like an entrance fee, it essentially, it encourages people to pair pot with like other products. Like I heard people talking about like people who sell handbags, for example, or people who give haircuts. So, for yeah, I mean, people fly back and forth. So I was thinking yesterday about how California, like how like 100,000 acres of forest fire. That's like I don't know how many thousands or hundreds of thousands of football fields that is, but that's a lot. So I went on a messaging campaign initially with all the HR people I interviewed with from 2019 to 2021 early, and then also from 2022 to early 2025, which was exactly a little bit more than 300 individual HR people. So I didn't tell them about Apple widgets, which would have been a little bit more intelligent. I had already done that in my initial reach out. That wasn't as effective. Oh, I found another wormling. I found a wormling on the first level as well. Ravenous worm spawn. So, yeah. So I told all 300 of them individually, because it's not professional to like pair people while you're communicating, because that's rude and it's privacy invasive and disrespectful, in my opinion. And it suggests that, like, I don't know, it just suggests that, like, other people should have access to information that they necessarily shouldn't. So, yeah, I was able to individually speak with each of them and tell them that, like, about some Twitter weathers, not the widget though, but the app, which I think should be inherently on the iPhone menu, which I discussed with Apple before, because it's right in front of your face, so if you forget about it, you're still checking, instead of having apps blend in with one another. So I told them about the Twitter weathers, and I mentioned that on Sunday that I was going to spend Thursday, which I was right about. And I mean, I had the main Twitter weathers at like the top as well. It says that it's supposed to snow like Saturday and Sunday, and then also Tuesday now. It's like 4 inches maybe each of the days or something, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're factoring in like new means of transportation or like maybe some of the wind from leftover wind from like all millions of football fields, and then that snowstorm as well. And I mean, that snowed like, so pot was legalized in April 2022. Okay. Which I had no idea about, but it hadn't really snowed the prior winters. So I happened to figure out that it was legalized around the time where I guess the snow comes into play. Because now it's like, oh well, yeah, the snow is actually a factor. So if there are so many people driving downhill and there's a lot of snow, and then they have transportation right there and all that kind of information. It's like, I mean, obviously they use that to like, keep track of like whatever they need to keep track of. Like they could figure out like groups of people. Like it's like, oh, it's so easy and cheap. Like, but then it's like, why don't you just put the cost up front anyway? I don't know. They could raise money too for like, I don't know, like gyms instead of like Christian classes. Like the cadet gyms. Some of the high schools aren't as good as others, but some of them are really good. We got a ton of snow though. They don't know how to like communicate with kids, I guess, and ask them to like or like encourage them to like shovel. They're too good at shoveling, but still. But they have, I don't know how many people you could possibly fit, and should they have ways of factoring out like apartments that have like 8 people in them or whatever. Because I know in like long bench, you could rent a hotel and they give you like a hand brace, and as long as you have like the wrist bracelet on, you're able to walk into the hotel and go back into your room. So that they probably use that as like group bathrooms at the beach. Alright, so to defeat this Spawnator, who is all over here. Okay. But yeah, you could just put like, you could hand back and forth a bracelet. It's like a paper bracelet with a specific color. And just like run back and forth and go to the bathroom in there. I don't know how many cars have been listening to their cars with. Alright, so for like 20 minutes now. I have 15 revives left. I didn't even look at this on the outside, and this is the one I'm recording. I didn't record yesterday's, even though it was like pretty good. That's a ton of teams though. Like when you think about it, I could build out like stuff when you want me to help in teams, or you know, like the teams. I don't know why they just make a fake team for me to join. Pretty weird. I hate the idea of having my controller connected to the Empire. I should have looked at the black sun from over there. I got a good screen cap for. This guy's actually, I have 1 out of 5 left when I beat him. That was crazy. Oh jeez. Yeah, the Hunter Threat on that class is definitely super useful for this part. I think this part at least probably has to be done solo. Alright, so I got like the huge energy field over here. I have 13 archives left, which is a lot. I can't believe they make gas so cheap too. That's like another thing. Like letting all these illegals drive around and run shit. Like, yo, why does one of the corporations control the cost of gas? Like, if you're not getting gas, like, the corporation sponsors however much gas you need to get to, like, the office. And then after that, if you want your own gas, it's like luxury costs, and it costs more. A lot more. It's like, no, the only costs we have are playing Elden Ring for grad school. like sitting at home with mommy and reading your reading your books with Elden Ring. Because you never think back in your life. It's like a pretty. Some of the young kids are still like down now too. Like how would they even know that like this is like maybe they're not hiring as much or they are hiring as much for certain fields. There's like zero stats. There's zero stats for the weather too. But like the widget, which you probably don't even have enabled. Like they have the weather Twitter, but they can't have like a little mini form under the budget app for the weather for each day. And like commentary on like a sub menu of what their stats are as it relates to each of the like predictions. Like I want stats, and then it just ranks them by their stats. Alright, so yeah, I was fighting this tormentor with my husband in my like past video, which is cool. It's definitely very powerful. I would back up to this time, dude. Probably like he's not even going to grad school because he's fucking in apartments. It's like what? How do you even spending his money? So I learned how to relax in my own home. How many cars are they're like driving through my fucking house? They wanted to. They weigh like 200 pounds. They run the shit, dude. What the little Mexican mobiles. It's so embarrassing. That's just, that's bad. That was a good one. That was a good one. Like how am I being entertained when you playing this game? I think I like how many pounds I got. So I was talking about how, I mean, it'd be cool for like an arena in the regular area with like asteroids and it's like snipers / griffball and you could like hit the asteroids out of the way with board and stuff. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I have like a boss called Seasons. And it's just like an anime bitch. Taken, like walking on the moon. Yeah, they do well with this story and all the seasons as unique experiences. I don't know how many times they can go and then do like a long getaway. I think they've done it like 100 times in the past 30 minutes. With like I'd done as well. I believe in them, though. They can truly, type 4 acronyms, or 4 letters. But I believe in them. So, I guess, they have to do extra driving, since, Amazon doubling profits wasn't enough. So, do a little bit extra driving, switch their acronym up. The new acronym is Apple. And, all these facts playing shitty games can play, like, bet on the Raiders now. I'm good at it. I'm playing my games. And I'm relaxed in my home, for sure. I also, yeah. That's cool though. Reddit's cool. Like the fact that you could talk to so many people on Reddit. It's like super cool, dude. Oh, right, so I had 9 revives left, maybe him. That one's super high pitched. Pretty cool. Did I not? Another. I'm not proud of that. I had a few weapons. Alright, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I could have opened up a window or something. My mom left like the heat on, like to turn it on. Like there was just for some reason today, like that no opinion on anything, but I should wait to turn the heat on pretty long. Like am I supposed to grab this thing? Shoot it. Nice. I didn't land on it. God damn it.
He learned that we were the natural prey of the universe, the most frail and desperate of things.
That's cool though. I like the laugh tracks and all the Spotify and shit. I like all the but really good. Asian dudes. Just kind of fun, dude. Like I'm going to plug my key in the door and they'll just like knock on wood and I'll just drop my keys. Like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you teach that to your sorority wife and all 30 of her girlfriends. This morning I had Italian mac and cheese and bacon, which is very good, on Portuguese bread, and I had some bananas. That was bad funny though. Uh, so essentially, I remember when like TD Ameritrade said like the entire market was not real. Like initially, like they just had it closed on that Monday. Like I bought like millions of dollars of like options and £4 margin for like split, and I canceled it. They turned the entire app, as mobile app, desktop app, and the other mobile app as well, pulled off. Actually, we turned one mobile app before the other mobile app. Yeah, from like market open, before market open, all the way up until 10:30 a.m. So, yeah, I got like bugged on Tuesday. Yeah, like the entire, like this is like the worst news I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, imagine that was crazy. That was such an easy, good setup. I have a ton of setups. I can't believe how much profit in the video went up. That was insane. I'm definitely bringing back how much percentage gains and all that stuff. Yeah, I shoveled everyone. Like, I shoveled my entire, like, side of the block yesterday. And all the porches. And obviously, I like the backyard. It's a good shovel. And nice to have the figure 8. I see a lot of people shooting at the figure 8 gun reticles. I don't know why this reticle could change, but going with the black sun reticle, it can't change. The unique scene for this one would be kind of cool. Can I not get this to talk destroy the clusters or what? I don't have 7 their gods left. This one's pretty hard because I guess you have to fight the ogre and that guy. Tormentor. This would be a little bit better sound on. So I would have at least sound near me instead of like super far away. Oscillating like all the way up and down with different speeds. Because, yeah, if I have my mic right up in my face, that at least vibrates a little bit as well. So you could, you could kind of use the mic a little bit also. Because then you have like vibrating mic right here, and you kind of focus away from, outside noise. But if it's not directly in front of your face, it doesn't vibrate as much. But it's also about mic placement. But you forget about too. You're like, it's just bitching. And I guess it depends what type of mic you have as well. Because it lasts quite a while, also. Because instead of your vocal cords or whatever vibrating with like with whatever you're saying, like you talk, and then they vibrate your vocal cords from outside. So why is my vocal cords vibrating when I'm not talking? That's very confusing. Yeah, but that might definitely helps. If I just move like one tiny inch from the left or right. So, I mean, I'm like, they have it so like, you have to let know it. How well it's like latched to my desk, which is nice. But, I mean, they have like these like little rubber things, and like, you have to latch them onto the thing. It's like, so I gotta be careful, because these enemies could definitely beat me. I have 5 revives left, and I have to beat that huge ogre at the end, which is very difficult. Yeah, these guns are super good. The armor in this game looks good. I was looking at my armor for hours. That was an interesting one. It was like he was saving on his gas. Like, he spurted, and then ran out of the spurt, and then he spurted again. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, I was right about Thursday. So, by extension, like, I was also right about just focusing more on the weather. And on Sunday too, so those people were allowed to grocery shop early. So, that basically, and the best thing is at the top, like, if you care, information's right there. I don't know why they don't have numbers. They can even put inches next to, like, the snap, to, like, percentages. And then the general statement, if you, like, click in, where are the inches? Like, it's not even, like, it's not even, like, arranged, or, like, okay, kind of confusing. The YouTube bar and, like, artist to reach place, that wasn't a ridiculous skill. That was just the pure, that was badly designed. That one was unavoidable. Do have my grenade launcher. I have to aim a little bit precise. There we go. A lot harder. Nice. Defeated. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Better when you defeat the 2 sword guys they have. That was only cluster 1 too. It's kind of ridiculous. When you defeat the sword guys they have, what's it called? They have like semi-explosive matrix stuff. Which I don't hear about. I'm not. I'm not unsatisfied, both sexually and honest. I want you to order me Domino's, and I'm just gonna sit there and just fucking eat that shit. And then not download 100 gigabyte of Call of Duty update. Because I'm a bitch. I thought I would have been a pretty good contender for like, oh, like, okay, well, yeah, we're generally moving in this general area. I don't know. They have so many empty rooms. I don't know. I guess other countries don't have apartments. No, they definitely do, right? Not that empty. That's weird. Wow. One tapped. Balancing. How do you guys balance this stuff? I really don't know. Yeah, I sprinted a bunch. Like, after walking a bunch. How do you talk about that? Because, so even with it in front of my face, you still have to turn towards it to get it to vibrate. I don't know why. Hmm. Hey, so I guess I have to defeat all the enemies here. And I mean, I played 250 hours of Halo Infinite, 250 hours of Halo Master Chief Collection on PC. Probably like 500 hours of Halo 5 on full. So, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I said on Twitter yesterday, obviously, I have like 10,000 random spam accounts that let my host now, but yeah, on Twitter yesterday I mentioned that I hadn't played video games for fun, which I'm super proud of. From like 2010 to like 2014, and then from like 2017 to 2020, and then like all the way up until like April 2022. But I still kind of played a little bit of games. Alright, so his enemy just keeps spawning. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. I think the guy's name is Esoteric. I had the book on now of the Tormentor. I didn't see anything posted by him yet. So I'm supposed to do something here. Yeah, using the potions probably be a little bit easier. Like you get a little bit of full damage, but it's not like a perk, and it fades away after like 20 minutes. So I'm defeating all the enemies, at least for the season. Jesus Christ, dude. Those things are ridiculous. I don't know why some of the games like to make you feel like a bitch. It's like, it's bad. They're very good at that. Okay. My time is like, okay. So, I need to do something here, but these are all blocked off, and I just keep spawning enemies. I don't know. Like, anytime I step on this platform, more enemies spawn, I guess. And I'm just not able or allowed to destroy the thing that I'm supposed to destroy. That was a good report, though. Super great report. I guess they just have more competing numbers or more leverage or like higher growth rates. That's definitely a favorite. I can't destroy any of these clusters, dude. Let's type select see where I actually need to go. Okay, over here. Okay. So it's not anymore I need to go. I'm just spawning in enemies for no reason. Okay. So I guess I just need to go over here. Not. I'm not sure exactly where I need to go right here. Yeah, so I guess they all wanted to know like what's the dog deal today. All exclusively. Alright, so I need to like, just destroy this thing. Cool, I guess. Yeah, I can't do this. I mean, obviously, yeah. I got the stuff aware. Sometimes he just makes noises and he's like listening while he's making noises, you know? And then he makes like the noise like in reaction to like what he hears. I guess he getting like some feelers out. So I mean that's cool, I guess. My dog's bad at it, my dog's just retarded. Cause like I'm talking like to my dog. It's like, is there any way I could get him? I talk to the mic, or I could also just make noises like that as well. If I do like a, my dog has one where it's like not as much, and whenever I make like a noise that sounds similar like that, it's pretty funny. It's a bad, not as much sarcasm. My dog receives that as like, don't make noise. I don't know why. It's like almost, but not really. And anytime I do that, my dog stops making noise. I don't know how. So, I failed on all these clusters. Who was fighting enemies? That one was a ridiculous one. That one had the tormentor and the ogre. So I saw in the King's Fall right at the beginning, they actually have like a statue, like the series of alien statues, and they deposit a black sun in it at the beginning apparently. So I had those statues somewhere in here. So a season of which airs more kills between and cinematic, which I could see. It's on YouTube though. What character am I fighting? Am I cynical modder or costlier person. I can't tell. Let's go over here. Because there were clusters over here initially. This one's just confusing. The other ones were not confusing. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Let's try going over here. We could destroy this cluster, I guess. Yeah, so if I talk to him, my mic vibrates a little bit in front of my face, which is pretty good. If I'm like dealing with like distracting dog barking and stuff. So that's like a cool thing. My gun is very strong. There's like tons of like what's called Kino. I have a ton of Kino. For sure. I think that's like when like you're hitting on like a bitch and like you ain't. Alright, let's get my loot. Perfect. But like dude. Yeah. I have a problem with that. Yo, my dad buys a lot of Domino's. I don't know why he doesn't do 2 medium, 2 taco pizzas. Like, Domino's just can't just set a default order. Like, there has to be like that or whatever. Like, imagine your parents just get charged extra for Domino's all the time just because they don't do the coupon. That's just how it is. Alright, so I got this by being a Lightfall campaign. Which is pretty hard, because I did it solo, obviously. But you definitely need to get high level for this. Hey, grenade, recharge. I don't know if these orbs count towards like later on, and it'll just make my character better. I said did not need to defeat that person. Let's go over here, I guess. That's pretty embarrassing. I'm not being able to set up the interview. Alright, so I have some of these essentials, which are pretty good, because in our smart department, you can place them and receive, I guess, Glimmer, which maxes out, or like, yeah, in order to do this solo, you definitely need to have this gun, acquired one from Manual Pass, and by beating the side mission, Encore Overture, and then you would also need to have this class from beating Lightfall in order to do this solo. Not entirely sure where I'm going. I can't destroy the clusters. I've defeated all the enemies. And did this level already, but I tap select. I guess this is just like the strand area where the people we're playing against, like, this is where you stop. Plain and simple. Maybe you don't think this is where you stop. But like this is where you take a break. I have like those logical areas in games. I don't know if like your brain can comprehend that. That's like something that makes sense or not. Got my flashlight out. How's endurance sign out too? Oh, okay. Jeez. That's powerful. It's sign out too. Pretty good. Yeah, I could also toggle off the weapon, but like, no. That's also an intuitive feature. No. That was an easy update. I hadn't thought, like, this is where you deposit, like, Blackstone in, like, one of these statues. Like, loot. I'm getting some sigil shards. Activity goes mod. Nice. So I'm gonna get lit soon. There we go. I know what I was saying. Someone got excited for a second, so on stream, so I wasn't expecting to get excited for a second. That's cool though. That's cool. Oh, nice. So after you defeat the dark transfer, then you're allowed to defeat the clusters at the second one. So it did point you to the dark transfer the first time you did this. And then the third cluster's over here. All the way in the back. I thought it was over here, but it gets switched from right here. Initially there was one right there, but I guess it's over here. So, because I remember obviously you have to beat the boss in order to get this cluster. That's kind of weird though that they have a cluster over there, and it's like that was the misleading cluster. Like, so we also have to keep that in mind, because like. Damn, dude. It legit killed, a mine gorilla. That's like the Warhammer, dude. I didn't know how to play that game. That's crazy. Okay. So, that Carmine gorilla is hanging from over there. Just over here? No. I tap select. It's over there. You guys know. I don't know how many times I need to like accelerate the cars. Alright. Pretty sure I don't do that. Alright, so let me tap select and see where my ghosts lead me to. Because the gray indicator shows me where to go. And then I tap select. I need to destroy the lights thing. Okay, I've got to push it over here. Is there another enemy? Oh, we just have clusters in here. I know how to destroy these though. Hey. I guess we're over here. Use the bones. Okay. I just select, I guess, my orb for that one. Okay. And now I guess we go over here. Eventually, it makes sense, and then when you're doing the rest of the missions, then adjusted to like what they kind of would expect from like an MMORPG, you know. Alright, so I view my boons after selecting my orb, and then I continue to the final cluster. I think the game's also talking, so I can't select my boons, right? Okay, these are each of them are. Gotta read each of them. Tab over here. No. Okay. I guess stand on the platform. Standing on the platform would work. I've already been on for an hour. This is like a straight recording delete. But if I switch to the debug, then I would lose my FPS at the top right. Oh, my FPS is at 80. Oh yeah, so I know why my FPS is at 80. It actually like differs in different based on how intense the graphics that you're currently looking at are. How many objects are in the screen. I guess that's simple. Because you can see it when you're looking at the bosses. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Found another worm over here before. The first time I did this, I think. Okay. Well, it's like a double back, I guess. So, that one was cool, I guess. I guess, yeah, they also have to, like, they also have to combat, like, the fact that you're also speaking during this as well. Because, like, not only do they have to deal with, like, the fact that, like, first of all, like, now, like, their entire lives they're being told that, like, drugs aren't legal, but now they are, so now they're, like, super fucked up, like, because now you don't even know how to, like, react anymore. Because initially, like, your reaction was, like, well, like, drugs are bad, like, okay, and stuff. But now, like, drugs aren't bad, so, but how do you react to that? Like, this changes everything. Okay. Do my runes. Okay. Lagging? Since when was I lagging? Okay. Agreed. So I can't do anything here. Two essence of desire. I have essentia, not essence of desire. So I have a bunch of sigil shards as well, which is going pretty well. Oh, damn. So that dude just doing straight up sandstorm, which is cool. It's where you drive like 80 miles per hour down the street and you play sandstorm as loud as possible. And you threaten sword women, but like they called like the hot dealers on you. So it's cool. Alright, so this is the door that's open now. Okay. I got all the keys hanging here. Like, I think actually the end of Shattered Throne, if I like, I don't know what it was. Not Kel Echo, he's at the end of the prophecy, which looks pretty cool. Oh god, dude. I guess I'll go over here too, as well as entering that room with the keys hanging. And then after I go to that white light, disappears. Okay. Like blue. Nice. Alright, let's try this door now. This door opened. That door is still closed, so this door's open. So that makes sense. Okay. That door's still closed. Maybe now I can do the clusters. No. No. I still can't do the clusters. I just need a way to open this door. Maybe now I can do the platforms. No, it's still the bins. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so, not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. Am I just dumb, dude? Like, what the fuck? Okay. Maybe I have to destroy more runes. So this is basically how, like, I fight back versus, like, people who don't want to do the content. Like, I just, like, I create more of these, like, puzzles for them to solve. I give them free advertising, like, why not just create more puzzles for them to solve, you know? Why not just make it as simple as possible, like Pokemon, you know? Or it could be difficult. And just make it a little bit, like, harder of a game. Because, like, not only, like, are you, like, a dickhead, but, I mean, you believe that, don't you? For sure. Okay, so I guess at this point their standard content is just really fucking good. But this is how you, like, you really fucking know. Like, I don't even know how to appreciate this because I wasn't playing Destiny 2 in like 2017 as much. I I solely reached level 37 in Destiny 1 by single player, multiplayer. So, I mean, like I played the moon level, and I assumed like I would have friends eventually as well. But they never returned from the loot cave. So I don't think they made it to the loot cave. Because they returned the Xboxes to save money. The Master Chief Pups didn't work. So I mean that, and you factor in like how women like actually like realistically think the world is, or at least were initially misled to think the world is. And you have a lot of different varying opinions and perspectives about like how I socialize and do things. Yeah, I mean now is a good time to obviously shape my asshole. And not specifically like my type, like extremely titaniest hole, but like in general. I haven't done that in like a year. Not that I'm complaining, because I never have to wait. So in my entire life. So I also never get sick. Ever. I mean, one time I got sick when I worked at, like I got a super bad sore throat when I worked at a hedge fund. That's about it. Obviously, I walked all the way to there every day. Not a fan of subways for whatever reason. Because like, why would I spend $2 on a train? Honestly, every day. Okay. Nice, dude. Alright, perfect. So let's get like an aerial view of the level as is tradition. So I saw they were aiming with the two reticles. Hey. So it looks like there's more platforms over here. How many of these urns are there? I don't know if I needed to do the big king raid as well. Alright, so let's go in here. I know this is like mechanic, but I don't understand it for a second. And let's go over here. Okay. So these are going to respawn. Hey. Nothing there. Alright, just cluster out. I can destroy these things. Okay. That makes sense. I guess that's part of one of the raids. I don't think it was really part of the other like storylines. So this one you just have to destroy the X. Okay. And then you can destroy the masters. Okay. That makes sense. Right, so we're running entire minute there. Nice. Like with all these apartments nearby, you'd think it would be like cool for me, like since I could like, oh, I don't want to be there every day. It's like, wow, imagine it being a complex and you don't want to be there the entire day. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Like, where am I supposed to go then? So yeah, that's true. We would never, like in a million years, update our basement, which has a separate entrance, like, you know where these motherfuckers are. Alright, so, defeat the tank cluster keeper. Nice. Okay, so, I defeated all three of the clusters. I had different mechanics, or different doors that opened. I had one map left. And inherently, I got destroyed by the Duke's Sword guys, so... It's like the finale right here. I got some good down news for later. So I'm gonna, I don't know, I need to try to get like a screen cap of this area as well. Like with my, I have one revive left. And like in general, like the ogre here looks so cool that like, I know right now, you're like, oh, will I be able to fight this ogre? I doubt it, because like, you need to do a pretty hard mission. Also, yeah, that's own certain things. You need to own like the annual pass for final shape. Let's try to get screen cap this over, because he's kind of dope. Oh jeez. I could just get from the recording. If you see media player stops loading after like 1 hour into the video. There we go. Like I wish you could freeze the game with like the forward camera and stuff and like move around. Okay. Yeah, I knew that dude was up there. Huge overshot. Okay. So I got a nice green cap before. This guy's gonna be pretty difficult. Zero revives remain. That really just ends the entire mission. When you're gonna have a response. I did get a nice green cap though, so. Like, where's the final shape story though? I did it. Okay. Dude. Yeah, so my viewers, they sense that they're being sold to. So they immediately had to leave because they sensed that like tough boss month. Oh my god. Game over. Like they saw that, like, Okay. That's one I knew. Alright, so I failed there. I follow Sloan's mentorship, and I still won though. Because I think I just need to do one of the missions, and that counted as like one just by beating the one dude. So follow Sloan's mentorship and complete the trial of Will Resolve located at the spine of Karis. Put a stop to the anchor incursion. Nice. So I assume I got a good screen cap for the cluster area there. So at this point, you go to the Dreaming City and then go over here. Hack 1 echoed warnings. Okay, that's pretty cool. Being that just right on the map. I'll just leave this as like the next area and end here because that was a little bit difficult. See my screen cap. Definitely could have introduced that a little bit better. For sure. That's just not the screen cap. Sadly, I was taking damage at the time, which just ruins the screen cap. It removes all of like the lightness from the photo, but this one, I guess, was a little bit too bright. So if I stop recording, let's go over here. Obviously, just got my custom setup. I recorded the D drive for however long, sort by date. So that was 70 gigabytes for 1 hour. But that was indistinguishable quality, so I don't need to use the VLC media player to open it up. So this is like the recording, and it loads pretty fast when it's indistinguishable quality, which is good. Because like you could just tap spacebar and take a screen cap. Yeah, that's a good screen cap, kind of. Oh, I should have my cyber pistol as well, but that's fine. It's a little bit misleading. And it's like, oh wow, what a dickhead. That's not even the gun he's using. And that looks cool, I guess. Because that looks like metal going into his brain. There's definitely way better screen caps. I mean, this one's cool, but sadly, my webcam's right there. But that one's for sure very cool. 1.9. Sadly, I can't just click here and say go to. I don't think. I usually use VLC Media Player, but I can change the speed to 0.25. So 191, 1917. Okay. Because sometimes there's like motion blur if the character's moving or whatever. At my exact moment of space. So these dudes look cool. They have a little bit more detail. I played Time Splitters too on Xbox 360, where you can change the time in like multiplayer. Okay. It probably looks cooler on the right hand side. All right, let's go over here. Deadly has to shoot like right then. Okay. Deadly, he has to shoot right there, and my character's taking damage. There we go. So that's the screen cap. My character's still taking damage right there. I can't see this dude. Now this guy's out of focus. And now I'm taking damage again. So, hey, thankfully this only goes at 10 seconds at a time. Like Windows, they know how to keep all their stuff up to date. Like this is what we're using this for. I mean, his teeth look cool here, I guess. My gun looks good. I'll just, his brain's a little bit bright though. And I'm also taking damage. So, all right, let's try this one. You also have to remember, like, to check back too. So, I gotta check back, pull up the iPhone. I mean, this looks better than this. It's less bright, and the ogre has more, or, yeah, perfect. All right, see the thumbnail. Back then, my table is like, it's not actually a table. It's like a shelf that, right? Oh, which is cool. Because like you put things on a shelf, like your shoulders and entire arm. Okay, so I got my screen cap. Okay. It's sad that my character was taking damage here, but you could look into like changing black to like white. Um, on, on Destiny 2. So I have lights. So I can change the light. That one's pointed at this one. All right, let's go full light blue. I have these spotlights over here. I have four of them. Okay. Okay. That one's a little bit bright, so keep this one dark. Or, um, I don't know which one's the purple one. Probably this one. Like, how is it still purple over here? Blue, blue, blue. You can add all right click, like press shift and select more and pre-compose them into their own layer or something like that. And you can add like skins to the letters or whatever. Okay. Like, oh, here's It was the one purple I was missing. There we go. Now it doesn't look that. Okay. Nice. Okay. Um, there's like probably one that was like, okay, if you white, slightly gray, because I have metal and then I have spectacular shininess changed. So it goes from white to black, and you could just change all the gradations of the like whatever it's called. So I just don't know about that. I know the only reason I'm pulling this up is for my exports as well. I always gotta keep that in mind. Hey, I feel my gun is exactly where my letters need to be, which is always cool. It's like super misleading. Yeah, whatever. Sadly, I was taking damage here. I don't know why they have damage effects. Alright, so they last super long too, which is kind of weird. I don't know why characters' damage effects they last that long, right? Yeah, okay. GG's.